Hello everyone and welcome back to Space Engineers, and today I'm going to be covering a long requested topic, and that is how to set up scripts in Space Engineers. Now, with setting up scripts in Space Engineers, it all starts here in the menu, because before we can set up scripts in our worlds, we need to set it up so Space Engineers itself can use scripts in-game. Now, to do that, we just need to sit here from the menu, select Options, go to Game, and just click Experimental Mode. We'll hit OK. We'll exit out of this, and then what we'll need to do is go either into a previously loaded game or a new game. In this case, I'm just going to go to Load Game. We're going to select the world. We're going to hit Edit Settings. We're going to go to our Advanced menu. We're going to scroll down all the way till we see in-game scripts, and we're going to select that. So with that, before I jump into game, we have to kind of figure out where do we kind of get scripts. Now, the two websites that kind of come to mind are Steam through their workshop or mod.io, which I don't really use. So to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what they have on their platform. But so for this one, we're just going to kind of go through Steam. And to do that, we're going to go to my Steam browser. All right, so from my Steam browser, we can go to the Space Engineers selection. We will need to go to Workshop. And if you're just kind of looking for scripts, you can kind of go through like their mod category and just kind of select like in-game scripts. And as you can see, you'll see these little icons where it says in-game programming. And I think this is the language that it's used in. And what you're going to need to do is just find a script that you want to use. You'll subscribe to it. And it will show up in the menu when you go to set them up in-game. So for this case, I already have a couple scripts that I've downloaded and that I'm more than likely going to use. So what I'm going to do from here is head back into game and show you how to take a script that you've subscribed to in Steam and get them on like your Space Engineers game. So give me one quick sec. Now that we're back in game, what we need to do is on the grid we are going to be using, we're going to need to find ourselves and get ourselves a programming block. In this case, or a programmable block. I already grabbed one from the G menu, and I'm going to place it down just right there. Now, once you've gotten your programmable block set up, you're going to sit here, hit F, and get into your programmable block. You're going to scroll down to Edit. You're going to select Edit, and that will open up the code editor. Now, if you know how to code, in the language that it uses, you can actually just write your own scripts right here in the code editor. For us people who don't know how to code, however, we need to go to Browse Scripts. Now, occasionally this happens where we load in and, as you can see down here, mod.io not available, consent not granted. Backtracking, where you load in and none of your scripts show up. Fix that, we could just kind of go over here to the reload all blueprints and scripts. And it should, there we go. Load up all of our scripts that we need. From here, it's just a matter of selecting our script. In this case, we'll do Izzy's inventory management. Copy to editor. Now, with this, if you look right here, the instructions that they have for here is, hey, here's the guide, which if you go in every single script, they usually have a guide attached with it that kind of helps you figure out what you need to do. In this case, on top of this, he also has these little defined keywords for each of your cargo containers. Usually there's a set of instructions in the first part of the code, and you don't really need to make many changes. Sometimes if you have multiple things, like with the park script and you have multiple cranes on the same grid, you'll want to like define those in the script, and you'll just find the tag in the script and, you know, change it. However, there really isn't much that you need to do. But once you have your script in the code editor, you're going to hit OK. And typically you'll either, if it doesn't automatically start running, you hit run. If you occasionally, you will need to recompile the code. Like I know, like with Park, I'm using that as an example. When you make changes to the settings in the blocks, you'll have to recompile it before they officially kind of start working. But with that, officially, that's everything you need to do to load a script in game. Now, what I intend to do from here is I want to kind of get a good list of different scripts that everyone typically uses in their Space Engineers games. And I want to like do like just several different guides on individual scripts rather than just like throwing them all into a single video. But I'm really hoping from here, I'm allowing you guys to figure out, hey, this is how you get scripts in. This is how you use scripts. And then from here, we'll figure out on how to like use very like specific scripts, such as a great example. I mentioned this one a couple times, Park. If you want to learn how to set up a crane using Park, you can check out my setting up crane video. And that kind of goes into a very basic setup of a Park crane. But there's plenty of other scripts that we can kind of take a look at. With all of that said, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you like me, go ahead and give me a subscribe. If you want to join our community, link to the Discord's down below. And like always, thanks. Have a great rest of your night.